Yeah, good day everyone and welcome to today's training session. This is to officially welcome each and every one of you to this very session of our training course, Solar Power System. This is to welcome each and every one of you to this very session of this training course, Basic Solar Power System Installations. Yes, just as most of you know, this is how we run this course. This is how we have been running it over the years. Um, this is the day 2 of the training on this solar power system installations. The very first phase was conducted and completed on the WhatsApp platform, where we took our time to walk you all through the process of having to understand what a solar system, what a solar energy is, what a solar system is, what makes up that your solar power system. And to give you a quick summary of what we had learned earlier, we made it clear that solar energy is the energy gotten through the sun when one of your solar components absorbs the rays of the sun and convert it to electricity for you to use in your facility. So, and in turn, that is what we call solar power system. There are two types of solar power system. You have the one we call the on-grid, we have the one we call the off-grid. When we talk about the on-grid type of solar power system, we are technically trying to tell you that you are going to be having electricity in your facility all day, all time, due to the fact that you are going to be having a kind of system installed such that you will be connected to the solar system and any other type of available power supply source. So it means you can be connected to your solar panel to generate energy for you. You can also be connected to the grid. You can also be connected to the generator or any other form of power supply source that is available at that point in time. That is what you have when we talk about the on-grid type of solar power system. Then we have the other one we call the off-grid type of solar power system. When we talk about the off-grid type of solar power system, we are now trying to tell you that you are limited in having energy in your facility, such that you are only going to be connected to one type of power supply source at a time. Yes, you'll be connected to one type of power supply source at a time, which is that's your grid. So you are only going to be connected to the grid at a time. And when there is no, sorry, not grid, please, you are going to be connected to the solar at a time. You might not be connected to the grid, and you might not be connected to your generator or any other available power supply source. So in all of this, it means that the even though you might be making use of the same component for this system setup, you might have a difference in some of the component that you are expected to use to for this your solar system installations. So you have two types of power supply sources. You have the on-grid and you have the off-grid. We made it very clear that there are four types of components used for solar system setup. You have your inverters, charge controller, solar panel, and your solar batteries. However, there are other types of solar components which can be used for safety and protection of your solar power system. When we get to that part, you're talking about your breakers, your fuse, your surge, your earthing, and your ground. Okay, there are a whole lot of things when it comes to safety and protection of your solar power system. We also gave a breakdown of some do's and don'ts, some safety tips, and what you expected not to do in the site. There are also things you need to also do before any installation can be carried out. Before any installation can be carried out. And as such, we have touched all the key areas. However, at the end of the training session, there are questions which came up, which we told you guys that we will be taking care of in tonight's class. What are those questions? Questions relating to how do you get to know the size of inverter system to power up your facility? How do you know how many solar panels to use, which will be suitable to power up your facility? How many batteries can you be able to use to power up that same facility? And we kept on telling some of you, or most of you who asked these questions, that you do not just jump into solar system by getting all these components and connecting them together. No, you might be a professional electrician. Yes, you might be a world class electrician. However, without you having a proper knowledge of system sizing, system designs, you will never do well in this field. Some persons were complaining their system does not last for a period of time that is expected to last, and is a very simple issue, of which after tonight's class, some of those questions that you have in mind, we would have given you clarity to them all. I hope you are ready. If you are ready, give us a thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up if you are ready. Yes, sir. Okay, Mr. Tino Tenda. Okay, Mr. Nicholas is also ready. Okay, Mr. Da Vinci is also ready. Mr. Evidence. Oh, nice, nice, nice. Okay, that's good. Mr. Edwin, you are also very much ready. Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone. So, let us now. Okay, Mr. Comments, Mr. Obvious. Oh, you guys are so ready. Thank you, Mr. Manu. I see you too. Oh, all right. I might not be able to mention everyone's name, but thank you so much. So, let us get into the business of the day. All right. So, for this particular class, we will be talking about what we call energy audit. We'll be talking about what we call energy audit. Okay. So, energy audit, like we have it, is uh, divided into two, or tells you two things, or takes care of two things for you. On one hand, it helps you to know the energy need of your facility, and on the other hand, it also helps you to use the information of the energy need of the facility to size your various solar components. That is what your uh, energy audit does for you. Okay, two things: it helps you to know the energy need of a facility. It then uses that information of the energy need of a facility to size your various solar components. All right. I believe that most of you would have a whole lot of questions. This is made to be a live class due to the fact that we want it to be highly interactive, and in the past we have achieved that aim or that goal. Okay, so interactive in the sense that you get to ask all the questions that you have to ask, as long as it is within the study frame of basic solar power system, and it is within the frame of solar system, we will take it. Okay, so please, if you have your questions here right now, all you need to do is to put them down in your writing materials. Okay, when it is time for us to take those questions, please make sure you are speaking from a quiet background. Please make sure you speak from a quiet background. And when you are in a quiet background, you can now be able to talk to us. But if you are not in a quiet background, you can use the chat box to send in your messages, just like someone did a few seconds ago. Send in your messages in a chat box. But before you send in your messages, or before you speak to us, you tell us your name and your location, please. That is very important to us. We want to know where you're connecting us from. I hope that is very clear. All right. So, testing the microphone again. I hope it is not noisy over there. I hope you guys can hear me clearly. It's not making any, and you're not getting any kind of sound, noisy sound from my end. I need you to talk to me, please. I need someone to respond to that. Is it making noise at your end? Can you hear me clearly?
No, sir, it's not
Yes,
making
sir.
noise,
Yes,
sir.
sir. We can hear you.
Clearly,
Yeah,
we can hear you.
the sound is okay.
Okay, no noise at all.
The sound is okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
It's
clear.
okay.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Junior. Thank you for confirming that to me. So I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. I'm going to be sharing my screen right now. So please, I need you to also respond. Um, Mr. Junior, can you see my screen?
Yes, I can see.
What can you see on my screen, sir?
Yeah. Energy audit.
Okay, very good. Thank you so much. Energy audit it is. So I needed to be sure that you all can see the screen clearly so that we can be on the same page and on the same pace. Thank you. All right. So,
Mm-hmm.
like I
All right.
thank you so much. So, like I introduced earlier, I said energy audit. Okay, and I said energy audit is in two forms or in two parts. On one hand, it helps you to take care of the energy need of your facility, and then it uses the information of the energy need of the facility to then size your various solar components. On my screen, you can see that energy audit is the energy requirement for a building. Is the determination of the
Okay.
requirement for a building. It is a careful examination of the electrical loads. Please, Mr. Junior, don't unmute yourself again.
Okay.
There's a noise coming from your background, please. Please don't unmute yourself again. There's a noise
But
from your background, please.
okay, I will disconnect the microphone.
Yeah. So, energy audit is determination of the energy requirement for a building. It is a careful examination of all the electrical loads. What does simply mean? I said energy audit helps you to know the energy need of a facility. So it simply means that if you are to carry out a solar system project on any facility, you have to firstly know what you intend to power up, or what your client wants you to power up, or what your client will be using, the loads or appliances that are going to be powered up using that solar system when it is installed. That is what we mean by getting the energy requirement for that building. And when we say the energy need, it simply means that how much energy are those loads or um, appliances going to consume. So they make up the energy need of the facility. How much energy are those appliances or loads going to be drawing from the system when it is installed? That is the energy need of that your facility. It is in watts. So you can say the energy need of a facility is 3,000 watts, 4,000 watts, 5,000 watts. Okay, so at this point in time, you would uh, have it in mind that the energy need of a facility is how much energy that is being consumed by the appliances or the loads that you intend to power up using the solar system. And all of these things is in watt. It could be 1,000 watts, it could be 2,000 watts, it could be 3,000 watts, or 15,000 watts. Okay, so any amount of energy that is being consumed is what you'll be then be using to size your various solar components. So that simply means that if your energy need is say 3,000 watts, you'll be using 3,000 watts to then size the inverter system, use 3,000 watts to size the battery system, which is dependent on a parameter. Okay, for how long the battery system will last. You will also use 3,000 watts to size your charge controller and also your um, solar panel, which will be generating this energy for you. So energy audit helps prevent oversizing of the system, safeguarding your electrical appliances from damaging from inappropriate power surge, and generally saves you cost. Now, here right now, you can see that energy audit does basically three things for you here. It does three things for you here. It does three things for you here. It helps you to prevent oversizing of the system. It helps you to safeguard your system from damage from electrical your It helps you to save your electrical appliances from damaging and also saves you cost. Now, at this point in time, we are going to be talking about item 3 and item 1. Okay, how does energy audit help you prevent oversizing of your system, and how does it save you cost? We will be discussing it um, more, and then connecting them together so as to have a better understanding of what we're talking about. And on the long run, as we proceed in the training, we would also be talking about the safety the safety part of this course, or how energy audit provides safety to your facility. So um, when you say energy audit helps to prevent you from oversizing of your system. Let's take for instance, let's say Mr. Junior is our client for tonight. And Mr. Junior being our client for tonight simply means that he has now invited us to run a solar system for him in his facility. And as getting there, if we are not professionals in all of this, we will not ask Mr. Junior anything. We'll just look around, say, okay, you want to install a solar system, all right. Okay, we'll get you a 15 kVA system with 20 units of 600 watt solar panel with 17.5 kilowatt hour lithium battery and a charge controller of 120 amps, and that will be it. Will the system work? Yes, the system might work perfectly, but have we done a good job? I would say no, we haven't done a great job at all. In as much as the work was delivered as it's supposed to be delivered, however, we haven't done the best we were expected to do. Why did I say so? Because in the process of system design, when you consider energy audit, you are expected to carry out or go through a process of getting to know the energy being consumed by that facility, by Mr. Junior's facility. But we didn't go through or carry out due diligence on that facility. We just assume that, okay, because Mr. Junior has an air conditioner, because he has a microwave, or because he has some appliances, let's just give him 15 kVA system. It might work, like I said earlier, but then we have not behaved professionally. Now, on the long run, Mr. Junior, who happens to have a long-time friend who is a professional in this field, will walk into that Mr. Junior's house to say, my good friend, you have a very mighty system here. What are you powering up? Mr. Junior will then say, oh, it is just this is lighting point, just one bulb and one standing fan, which is laptop. His friend would his friend will shout, and you are running a 15 kVA system. That is not what it's supposed to be. Now, if on the long run it is discovered that what Mr. Junior actually needs was just a 2 kVA system, or at most 3 kVA system, and we are giving him 15 kVA system, how does this condition of saving you cost come in? That is where it comes in. It comes in the way that the cost of incurring a 3 kVA system is not the same with the cost of getting a 15 kVA system. So it simply means that what energy audit will do for you here right now is that if you carry out a proper system design on any facility, the expected amount of money you will be using to uh, to 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 run that project would not be so much, and you will not incur so much cost or even waste money on the project. That is what it simply means. That is what we are talking about here right now. I don't really know who are those still on that call on WhatsApp. Please, you need to leave the call on WhatsApp, okay? We made it very clear that there should not be any call on our WhatsApp platforms. But some persons are known to be outlaws. Please, if you are on that call on WhatsApp, please kindly end the call, remove yourself from that call so that others do not join, please. If you are still on that call after this live class, we find out you are still there, we are going to remove from the platform, and there is nothing you will say we will add you to our platforms again. Please, we are pleading with any one of you who is still there. We can see that two persons are there. Two persons are there. We can see your number. We don't want to take action now. Mr. Regina, this sincerely, if you are here, please kindly leave that WhatsApp call, okay? Um, okay, I don't know this other person, but please, you are just two remaining there. Even the person who initiated that call on WhatsApp has already been removed. Yes, he has been removed from the call, even though he has come privately to say it was a mistake, but he has been removed and he might never be added to that platform again. That is the rule, and the rule is the rule. We have an old student here, Mr. Gracia Sola. He knows how we conduct our platforms. Okay, we do all of these things to protect you guys and protect ourselves from dangerous persons, scams, and all of that. So please kindly remove yourself from that call. Thank you. Okay, so proceeding with what we have been talking about, um, we have properly explained how energy audit prevent oversizing of your system and generally saves you costs. Now, as like I said earlier, on the long run, we would uh, also talk about safety as it concerns your solar power system. So, in summary, solar energy audit links the energy needs of your facility to the sizing of your various solar components. Yes, so that is the second part right now. I said energy audit takes care of two things. On one hand, it helps you to know the energy need of a facility, and on the other hand, it helps you to size your various solar component. That is what this last paragraph is telling you. That solar energy audit actually helps you to link the energy need of a facility to the sizing of the various solar component. That is what it simply means. So, things to consider during solar energy audit. There are various things you need to take into consideration if you are to run a solar energy audit or to carry out a solar energy audit on any facility. One, list of electrical appliances to be powered by the solar system. You need a list of the electrical appliances to be powered by the solar system. You also need the power rating of the electrical appliances in watts. You need the rating of the electrical appliances in watts. You need also to know the daily running hours of the appliances. Okay, and finally, you need the total energy consumption of the building. The, the The item 4 there is the energy need of the facility, okay, which is total energy consumption of the facility. That is the energy need of the facility. Then for item 1, 2, and 3 are actually the parameters which we will be talking on the long run in tonight's class, please. We'll be giving you much more in-depth knowledge of all of this because they are things that you are going to be using to size your various loads. Okay, yeah, so we thought it wise to bring it forward here so that you can be able to familiarize with all of these things before you then get to deal with them accordingly. Importance of solar energy audit. It provides good data for the appropriate system design. It helps identify opportunities to reduce energy use. It helps to reduce the capital cost. It will also help to ascertain the backup time of the solar storage. So those are basically some of the importance of your solar energy audit. So safety as it concerns your solar system. So safety as it concerns your solar system When you talk about safety as concerns your solar system, so when you talk about safety as it concerns your solar power system, um, we are generally saying that safety in solar system is the act of keeping your entire solar system and the home appliances safe for use. So when you keep your entire solar system and your home appliances safe, that is what you call safety. That is what you call safety. A safe solar system is free from both human and natural disasters. Okay, fire outbreak, overloading, overvoltage, undervoltage, lightning effect, shock. Now, over time, some persons or some clients have found it not too good to install solar systems in their houses. Especially some clients or landlords will tell you they don't want solar panels on their roofs. And when you ask them, they would say solar panels cause fire outbreak, solar system can burn down your facility. And I stand to tell you tonight, VertField Tech is telling you tonight, it is a fact that solar system is one of the safest energy sources you can have in the world. Yes. However, we are not saying that there are no hazards when it comes to solar system. We are saying that uh, we are saying that a safe system, no, a good system is a safe system. Okay, so if you do not implement safety during the installation stage of that your system, you might have all of those fears of your client and your landlords will come to pass. Yes, and that is why over time we always take our time to talk about safety as it concerns solar power system. You must be safety conscious. There are various safety tips. There are various safety tools and gadgets which you must make good use of. Okay, um, we will tell you one thing that causes a fire outbreak in your solar system. While as you progress in the training or when you even enroll for the advanced course, we can now expose you to a whole lot of all this knowledge. One thing that causes fire outbreak in your system is using quacks. Yes, is using quacks. Okay, and when I mean quacks, it simply means that somebody who has no knowledge of solar system. Yes, if you don't have knowledge of it, you are going to burn down your client facility. A very good um, cause of fire outbreak is using the wrong sizes of cabling. When you do not use the right sizes of cables for your installation, cabling is one of the most uh, dangerous or most highly pronounced causes of solar system fire outbreaks. For this basic course, for this basic course, we had put up a way of sizing the cable. Okay, we have put up a way of sizing the cable in the manual. This basic course does not cover sizing of your cable and sizing of your safety tools and gadgets. They are especially taken care of in the advanced course. So that's to tell you that we have an advanced course where we take care of your sizing of your cable and sizing of your safety tools and gadgets. However, we have provided all necessary information regarding all of these things in this basic course, and we have put it in the manual so you can read up and get the sizing of all of this. But for you to get down to size it appropriately the right way, you need to enroll for the advanced course, which we call the mini grid course. That is where we took our time to explain certain parameters like voltage drops, repo, and while sizing the cables, we use tools like online voltage drop calculators. Yes, that is what we use. We talk about the sizing of using your ISC, your VMP, and the rest of the solar solar system parameters. A whole lot we do in the advanced class, okay? But for this basic class, we we give out the entire system sizing, okay, where you can be able to, once you are done with this basic course, you can take care of solar system installations at least to a residential level. Yes, you can do that. Then when you now want to progress to do a commercial kind of system designs, 20 kVA, 30 kVA, mini grid setup, industrial setup, you can now be talking about the advanced level. So we are in a way trying to introduce that to you too, so that you have it at the back of your mind that you need to be a step ahead too. So you can also see the safety tools and gadgets on my screen. You have your breakers, you have your fuse, you have your surge, you also have your changeovers. This is an automatic changeover. We also run a course on design or construction of automatic changeovers. Yes, we do it too. So in case your clients need that kind of a tool, you can also enroll for the course, and we will teach you how to construct automatic changeovers. So as you can see on my screen, there are various types of breakers. You have the one you call the MCB, you have the one you call the MCCB. How well do you know these your breakers? At what point are you expected to use your MCB, and at what point are you expected to use your MCCB? You also have the automatic voltage monitors here as well. So you have the safety box, that's the safety box, the PV box, or the combiner boxes. So you have it. So you can see this particular one is earthed. It is properly earthed. How can you earth your system? Some students often ask, is it important to earth your system? Yes, it is very, very, very important. How can you be able to achieve that will be the follow-up question. And that is why you are here. So we have gone through the first phase of tonight's training session, where we have been able to talk about um, energy audit, things that energy audit does for you, what you need to do, what you need to consider, safety as it concerns your solar energy uh, installations, okay, and a whole lot of things that we have already discussed in tonight's class. All right. I know and I believe that we have spoken and spoken for so long. However, you wouldn't be tired because we are just getting started. Okay, we are just getting started. Don't be tired because we are just getting started. Okay, we are now going to be entering the second phase of the training, which is the major reason why you all are here for tonight's class. And like I said, there will be time for questions and answers on this very platform. We have made it clear before. When that time comes, please kindly make sure you speak from a quiet background. Kindly make sure you speak from a quiet background and tell us your name and your location. If you are not in a quiet background, please use the chat box to send in your messages, okay? Use the chat box to send in your messages. While we are still waiting for the time to come, you can write your questions even in the chat box right now, or you put it in into your writing materials. So I think we should proceed so that we can um, finish up on time. All right. Electrical load analysis. Electrical load analysis. I hope you all are still there. I hope you are following up. If you are there, give us a thumbs up. Mr. Junior, are you still here? Okay, Mr. Man.
Still here, teacher.
Okay.
Not, can we write?
Okay. I can hear you, Mr. Junior. I can hear you. All right. Thank you, Mr. Moore. All right. Thank you so much. Okay, so
I said, yeah, maybe they. All right.
Thank you. Thank you. I see the thumbs up coming in. Thank you so much. All right. So, thank you. So, electrical load analysis is the next thing we are going to be talking about. What is electrical load analysis? What will it do for us? What is the importance of electrical load analysis? Electrical load analysis is a tool, it's a calculation, series of calculations or process processes of evaluating the energy needs of a facility. If you all remember clearly, we said it earlier that energy audit helps you to know the energy need of your facility. But then we didn't tell you through what medium, through which means is energy audit going to be helping you to get to know your energy uh, need. Okay, now electrical load analysis is that tool that will help you to know your energy need. So electrical load analysis, or load analysis for short, is, or load audit for short, is a calculation, series of calculations, processes of evaluating your energy need. That is what it simply means. So in summary, electrical load analysis shows the exact energy consumption, wattage, of a specific facility. Just like we have said earlier, it tells you the wattage that is being consumed by those your various appliances. Questions to be asked before carrying out electrical load analysis. Yes. So like I said earlier, when Mr. Junior invited us earlier to run a solar system for him, we just made some assumptions and we did a wonderful job, which turned out to be bad at the end of the day. Yes. So that is why we want to introduce you to this very important part, which tells you that there are questions you need to ask. Yes. And these questions you need to ask, the answers to them or the follow up conversation from them will really tell you what you are working on or what you need to do or the next line of action to take. Yes. So there are, there are two principal questions to ask, and a third question asked also as a bonus. Okay.
Acts also as a bonus.
Mr. Da Vinci, please don't unmute yourself again, please. Don't unmute yourself again, please. Don't do that again. So, two principal questions to be asked, and a third question as a bonus question. The very first question you have to ask when you get to your client facility, or the very first question we were expected to ask Mr. Junior when we got to his facility, was to ask him what is the energy need of his facility. Now, if Mr. Junior is a new person to solar system, he might not have the knowledge of that technical term, energy need. Okay, or even if he's not electrically inclined, he might not have the knowledge of that technical term, energy need. So we need to now break it down for him in order for him to have a clearer understanding or better understanding of what we're talking about. So we can now ask him to give us a list of the various appliances he wishes or he wants to power up using the solar system. At that point in time, Mr. Junior can now tell us he wants to power up his TV, his radio, his freezer, his microwave, whatsoever he intends to power up wouldn't be a problem for us. We will just take note of it and then we can move ahead to the next item. We will then ask him the second question: what is the expected backup time of the solar system? What is the expected backup time of the solar system? Now, this backup time has to do with how long the Mr. Junior wants his solar system to run. Now, when we say backup time, it tells you about the energy being stored in your battery system. Remember, um, when we introduced the battery system, we said that one of the basic reasons why it was introduced there is for the act of backup, which means that we have recognized the fact that the source of the energy supply for solar comes from your solar panel, which is absorbing the rays of the sun. However, the sun does not stay up all day. So when the sun is not up, you might have need for electricity in your facility. Okay, and when that need arises and there is no power, what do you do? So engineers came together to create this thing we call battery, which is a storage facility, such that when the sun is up and running at its peak, the solar panels can harvest a whole lot of energy at that point in time and supply your facility, power up your appliances, and then store up the excess energy in your battery system. So that when there is no more sun, when there is no more energy from the solar panels, you can now rely on the energy that is being stored in your battery system. Now, the big question is, how long can the energy stored in your battery system last for you? That is what we mean by backup time. So, backup time is a standard parameter which helps you to design your battery system. So, when we start the second phase of this course, that is sizing of the various solar system, and we start sizing the battery system, you will get to see the real role and importance of this your backup time. So the backup time is in hours, 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. So depending on what our client wants, we will give to him. So if he said he wants the system to run for 12 hours, you should know that the higher the backup time, the higher the cost of installing that system. Then we come down to the bonus question by asking our client what is the budget available for the project. Some persons tend to shy away from this question. However, the question is very, very important because we have seen Mr. Junior to say he wants to power up 5 air conditioner, 4 freezers, 3 microwaves, um, 50 lighting point. It is actually a commercial center, it's a business center, maybe. So we have seen what he wants to power up, but then we are wondering, can he actually afford to pay for all of these things? Then, if you feel you need to ask, please ask, don't shy away from it, and the client will be kind enough to tell you how much he has for the project. If you have if you have heard how much is available for the project and you think it is not going to be enough, what you need to do now is to act professionally by giving your client what he can afford and advising him accordingly. That is what you are expected to do as a professional. That is what you are expected to do as a professional. All right, moving ahead. Importance of electrical load analysis. Importance of electrical load analysis. It ensures proper sizing of your system. It prevents overloading. It prevents fire hazards. It improves safety and efficiency of your system. It improves safety and efficiency of your system. Now, the big guy of the day, electrical load analysis table. So on my screen here right now, you can see a typical example of electrical load analysis table. So this electrical load analysis table is what you are going to be using to is what you are going to be using to be able to carry out electrical load analysis on your on any facility and be able to know the energy being consumed by that facility. Um, as you can see, there are question marks on the table, which means there are certain things that are missing. Even when you look at the total, when you look at this down part of it, where you see total, you can see that it is unknown. So, which means after we get these parameters that are up here, we can now be able to get the total energy consumption, which becomes the energy need of the facility. I hope you are ready. Are you guys still there? Are you tired?
Oh, we are here.
Okay. Mr. Romeo, you are ready? You are there? Okay. Mr. Da Vinci, you are also there. Mr.
Yes.
Mo, Mr. Tender, Mr. Manuel. Okay. All right. I see you all. Thank you so much. Thank you. Don't be tired. This is the most interesting part of all of these things we are discussing, and it is the main reason why you are here for tonight's class. Okay. So let's get down to it. Thank you, Mr. Sunday. So, parameters for electrical load analysis. What are the parameters for electrical load analysis? These parameters that we're talking about are those things that will help you to actually know um, what to do when you get to a facility, what to do when you meet a client, uh, your conversation with the client and the responses you get from him. These parameters are the things that you will then be using to say, okay, oh, this is the energy need that is being consumed by this facility. Parameters for electrical load analysis. 1. Quantity of appliance. 2. Power consumed by an appliance. 3. Running time of an appliance. Running time of an appliance. So let's take them one after the other to have a better understanding of all of them. Mr. Junior, I don't know what is happening with you. I've told you severally, don't unmute yourself, please. All right. Okay. So quantity of appliance tells you or clearly shows you the actual number of the same appliances that the client intends to power up using the solar system. That is what the quantity of appliance tells you. So this quantity of appliance is such that if our client Mr. Junior lives in a 3-bedroom apartment and he has a television in each of those rooms and he wants to power 2 TVs out of the 3, on our table of load analysis, we are for quantity of appliance, we are going to be putting 2 for television. So it means that there are 2 TVs we are going to be powering up using the solar system. That is what we simply mean when we talk about the quantity of appliance. We also have the other one we call the power consumed by the appliance. The power consumed by the appliance. The power consumed by the appliance, the power consumed by the appliance tells you the rated wattages of each and every appliance. It tells you the rated wattages of each and every appliance. How can you get the power consumed by this your appliance? How can you get it? You can get it from the nameplate of each and every appliance. That nameplate is that position or portion which tells you the various details as it concerns that your appliance. It can be found on the body or packaging, which is a carton of that your appliance. The nameplate can contain the name of the maker, the country of make, serial number, IMEI number, current, voltage, wattage, frequency as it concerns that particular appliance. On my screen tonight, we have a typical example of an LG TV nameplate. So this is a little test to see um, if you guys are following up and you know what we're talking about here. So on this nameplate, who can tell us the energy consumption of this LG television? Who can tell us that? Who can give us? Okay, Mr. Who is that? Let me see. Okay, Mr. Safety, talk to us, please. Mr. Safety, I can see your hands up. Unmute yourself and talk to us. But make sure you're in a quiet place, please.
195.
195 watts. Yes, that is very, very correct. 195 watts. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for that. So the energy consumption of this LG TV is 195 watts. That is very, very correct. Okay, so the running time. The running time of an appliance tells you the specific length of time the client intends to power up that appliance. So this running time only takes effect when the appliance is powered up. When the appliance is powered up, that is when the running time takes effect. When the appliance is powered up, that is the only time when this running time takes effect. It is also in hours: 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours, 12 hours. Also, it is worthy to note that the higher the running time, the higher the cost of installing that system. That is what it means. So, we have been able to talk about those three standard parameters for electrical load analysis. All right, I think we should match a break here, take a deep breath, sip some water. If you have coffee, you can take, and then let us take a few questions before we then come back to conclude with the system design. Because when we come back from the questions and answer session, we are now going to be calculating to actually know the energy need of Mr. Junior's facility using the information provided to us. All right, please, like we agreed earlier, you are to speak from a quiet background if you have questions. Tell us your name and location, then you can speak to us, please. We just have a few minutes to do that. If there are questions from what we have discussed so far, so good in tonight's class, please let us hear from everyone. If you're in a noisy place, use the chat box. All right, talk to us, please. You have the floor right now.
All right, good evening.
Yes, Professor.
Yes.
So far, and I am Da Vinci by name, and my location is in Benin City, Edo State. Can you hear me?
I can't hear you, sir. Probably your
I
network.
can't hear you, sir. Probably your network is.
Yeah, it's breaking. Can you hear me now?
Hold on. Are you connected to an external?
Hold on. Are you connected to an external speaker?
No, 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 no. I only put it on loudspeaker.
Okay, loudspeaker. Okay, go ahead because it's echoing here.
Okay, go ahead because it's echoing here.
Okay. So my question is the running time of each of the appliances.
Uh-huh.
I'm seeing 1 hour, and you probably would ask a client running your bulb maybe in the parlor in the room. They will not give you actual time. They will not say, oh, for 1 hour or 2 hours. Likewise, the blender. or the refrigerator. So in that case, what would one do? The lights now, I go dey use am now. Okay, give me the appropriate time that you'll be on and off, or maybe probably the time you'll be using your blender, and they will not be able to give that proper calculation of the hours they will be using it. So what would, as a professional, what will be advised?
Mm, ah, sorry,
Sorry,
I'm not getting the angle.
I'm not getting the angle you're
Can you mute yourself, please?
Can you mute yourself, please?
Okay.
All right, so I was trying to say that I'm not really getting the angle your question is coming from. Are you having an issue with the client being dishonest with the running time? Mr. David?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
Is that a bit?
Can you hear me? I said yes.
Okay.
okay. So if that is the case, you really have nothing much to do because it is how honest the client is and open to you that you can serve them the best. Now, as a professional, you have asked the right questions and you have gotten responses. On your own end, you are now to advise your client such that if this exceeds this length of time, look at the expected outcome. That is what it is going to be. Because in all of these things, it is also going to be having effect on the length of time the battery would also run. So you should make that very clear. In as much as there is something else called a backup time, which also plays a role, of which when we get to that part, you will understand what that role it plays and the difference between that backup time and this running time. When we get them, you will definitely get to know and understand it. But for now, that this running time is the bone of contention for a client who will tell you it is 1 hour and the system is going to run for 2 hours. You just need to expose the client that to the fact that solar system is all about energy management. It's all about energy management. What you are not going to be using, you turn it off. The ones you are going to be using, like the those heavy appliances, the blenders and the rest of them, it is best used during the day when the energy is maximized. That is when your solar panels produce a lot of energy for you. There is really nothing you can do when your client is not being honest and truthful to you. There's really nothing you can do. So your professionalism comes in the aspect of you advising the client, look at what to do, look at what to expect. If he does this, look at the expectation or look at the end result. That is the best you can give at that point in time. I hope we are clear on that, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you. So I think we can take one more question before we proceed. Just one more question. Mr. Tobet, your hand has been up since. Mr. Tobet Owawa, if I'm not murdering the name, please pardon me. All right, we can take one more question if there is anyone who has another question for us. Okay, so let us conclude. Then we can now take general questions. Okay, let's check the chat box. So sorry about that. Let's check the chat box. Um, is it coming up? I don't know. All right, so okay, Mr. Obvious is saying he's having a network challenge. So for those of you who are having network challenges, you don't really have any issues, okay? You don't have any problem because as we are live here right now, this class is being recorded. Yes, we know and understand the network challenges that is happening all over Africa, okay? And even in some countries, because of the load shedding issues, some persons might be cut off the network for some period of time. So please, we understand that. So this video will be
You
uploaded.
understand that? So this video will be uploaded.
So this video will be uploaded online on our YouTube channel so that every one of you can have a view of it. You can rewatch it, and then from there you can now ask your questions and they will be answered accordingly. So that simply means you don't need to worry at all. You don't need to worry at all. Okay, so it's going to be on our YouTube channel for free. So all you just need to do is to um, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that once we drop the video, you too can have can be notified that we have dropped a new video, and then you watch it accordingly. So please don't bother yourself about the network challenges. Thank you so much. All right. So in proceeding, we have a complete table right now. Yes. So in this our complete table is a very simple task we are to carry out. What is the electrical need or the energy need of this facility? So we are going to be doing that using the load analysis technique, or we will simply say we'll carry out a load audit on this facility. Before we do that, we can look at the various parameters. So it is at this point that we usually say it is free to write. So you can write all the information you need from this class right now. For the DVD player, the quantity is 3. The power consumed is 100 watts. The running time is 1 hour. For the light bulb, the quantity is 1. The power consumed is 100 watts. The running time is 2 hours. For the ceiling fan, the quantity is 10. The power consumed is 10 watts. The running time is 24 hours. For the refrigerator, the quantity is 3. The power consumed is 10 watts. The running time is 4 hours. For the blender, the quantity is 1. The power consumed is 80 watts. The running time is 1 hour. So what is the energy need of the facility? So for you to carry out energy need of the energy audit on this facility, there is a formula we use. That formula states that what energy consumed equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by power consumed multiplied by the running time. Quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. Now you are going to be using that information. You'll be using that information to get the energy consumed by each and every of these appliance, sum it up, that is add it up to give you the total energy consumption. I hope that is very clear. Okay, so let's proceed right now. For the DVD player, 3 multiplied by 100 by 1 gives you 300 watt hour. For the light bulb, 1 multiplied by 100 by 2 gives you 200 watt hour. For the ceiling fan, 10 multiplied by 10 by 24 gives you 2400 watt hour. For the refrigerator, 3 multiplied by 10 by 4 gives you 120 watt hour. For the blender, 1 multiplied by 80 by 1 gives you 80 watt hour. The total energy consumption would be 300 plus 200 plus 2400 plus 120 plus 80, which will be giving you 3100 watt hour. 3100 watt hour. And that becomes the energy need of your facility. That becomes the energy need of your facility. So you can now see the table is complete right here right now. You can see on the table you have the total energy consumption, which is 3100 watt hour. All right, questions please. General questions from what we have learned so far. All the questions you might have right now, let us get to hear them from you please. Are you guys there? Can you hear me clearly? Okay. All right. So it simply means that there are no questions. So we can proceed. Are you ready to proceed? Can we proceed? Okay, Mr. Manuel is ready.
Yeah, no, Tavares, Junior. I have a question.
All right, talk to us quickly, sir.
Electrical load analysis table. So the formula, I'm a little bit confused about the formula. Yes, yeah, I was writing down there the formula energy consumed per appliance. So I want to really know how we come up with these results.
I don't understand. Did you get the formula? Have you written down the formula, sir, Mr. Junior?
I was writing the formula. I was writing the formula while you were explaining, and yeah, I wanted to know. I wanted to come up. So how we get the results?
Okay, so firstly,
Result appeared.
the formula is energy consumed is equal to quantity of appliance multiplied by the power consumed multiplied by the running time. That is the formula. So how do you apply that formula? How you apply the formula is such that you use the formula to get the energy consumed by each of those appliances. That is, you get the energy consumed uh, by those five appliances one after the other, and then you add everything up to give you the total energy consumption, which becomes the energy need of the facility.
Okay, so that I have to add all the. Do I have to add all the results of each, and to give me the total result? Do I have to add
Yes, you have to
my start?
yes, you have to
Mm-hmm.
add each of the result to give you the total result.
Ah, okay. Now I got it.
All
Yeah,
right. Okay.
I got it. Now I can sit for the formula now. It's okay. Okay, I understood.
All right. So we can proceed, right?
Right.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you all. Um, there are no more questions. So right now we need to head into the second phase of the training. And this second phase of the training is now we using the information of the energy need, which is 3,100, to then size the various solar components. That is the second phase of the training. So we are going to be using that energy need to size your inverter, like I said earlier, size the battery, like I also told you guys, size the charge controller, size the solar panel, and also deal with the various solar safety tools and gadgets. That is what we are heading into right now. However, however, this this is to inform you all that it is the end of the session, and we are advising you to enroll for the premium class in order to continue and complete the training course. So this simply means that if you have paid your enrollment fee before this class, congratulations to you. It also means that if you have not paid your enrollment fee, um, this is the end of the road for you until you pay your enrollment fee. So, in summary, we are now saying that it is at this point in time that you are expected, it is mandatory for you to pay your enrollment fee. Okay, this training is scheduled to run for 7 days, and like we promised, we are giving 2 days free, and today marks the second day and the end of the free training. So if you have trusted in the process and made your payment before now, we say again congratulations, because the training continues tomorrow. Okay, it continues tomorrow for only those who have paid their enrollment fees. For only those who have paid their enrollment fees. Okay, so if you are yet to pay, you are expected to pay your enrollment fee before you can join the class again and continue to also complete the class. Once you pay your enrollment fee, you are entitled to certain things, getting the training certificate at the end of the training course. You are entitled to joining the live classes such as this one. You are also entitled to getting mentorship. Yes, you are entitled to getting mentorship as it concerns the training. That mentorship has to do with if you face any challenge or challenges in the field, you can always call us and we'll give you help. All right, yes, and you are also entitled to getting the complete training materials. Okay, you will get the complete training materials, which are the videos, live classes like this, and PDF manual. Now, we have said for this particular class we are having right now, we are going to upload it for free on our YouTube channel, so you can have access to it. But for the premium class, you cannot have access to it without you paying the enrollment fee. So you will not see it on our YouTube channel. We will only send it directly to those who have paid for the training. That is what it simply means. Okay, that is what it simply mean. So you are expected to pay your enrollment fee. Um, for Nigerians, you are paying 5,000 naira. For Ghanaians, you are paying 300 Ghana cedis. For Zambians, 300 Zambian kwacha. Sierra Leoneans, 300 uh, leons. For Uganda, 45,000 Ugandan shillings. Kenya, 2,100 Kenyan shillings. Zimbabwe 12 USD, Liberia 12 USD. Please, if you are here, you have not heard your country, your payment method or platform, please, you can let us know right now. The questions we have to take right now is on payment, please. Questions on payment alone now, please. Talk to us quickly.
I'm already inside. I'm already inside. I've paid yesterday. I'm okay now. I'm happy for that.
No, no, we know about you, Mr. Junior. You are a paid student already. Thank you, sir.
All right, all right.
Yes. Okay, so another person with any real question on payment, so we can move ahead. All right, so you can also contact me directly for your payment. In as much as after this class, we are going to drop the complete payment methods on the general class. We are going to be dropping it there, and once we drop it there, all you need to do is the one that is due to you, take it, make the payment, and then you send in the evidence of payment on the platform again for confirmation. That is all you need to do. There is no long process, everything has been simplified. You don't even need to contact anybody. Just pick the number we give to you or the account number we give to you, make your payment, and then send in the evidence of payment on the platform, and we will take that we'll take it up to confirm, and that will be all for the day. Once it is confirmed, you will then become our student. All right, once again, thank you. What time will the class start tomorrow? The class will be starting 7 p.m. if you're a Nigerian. It is starting 8 p.m. for Zambians. Ugandans, I think that should be 9 p.m. Liberians will be 6 p.m. or so. Sierra Leone will be 6 p.m. So that is the time. The same time we started today will start tomorrow, please. All right. Thank you so much. Like I said earlier, please you need to subscribe to our YouTube channel. This video here After,
What is, sorry, teacher, sorry, what's the name in the YouTube? What's the name of the channel in YouTube?
okay, it's VertField Tech. VertField Tech.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Just this our
That,
VertField Tech. This our name. Type it together.
VertField Tech.
Yes, our name.
Yeah.
VertField
Mm,
Tech. We'll
mm,
also
mm.
link to it after this class.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. See you all in tomorrow's session. Please, if you're having difficulty making your payments, don't hesitate to speak up. We are here. We will give you the best of service. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, hello. Please, I just
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead quickly, sir.
post. Yeah. Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you clearly.
I can hear you clearly.
I want to put my receipt on the WhatsApp group, but it's locked.
Okay, no problem. After this call, we'll open it up again.
After this call, we'll open it up again.
All right. So thank you so much. So for those of you who have made your payment already and you want to share the receipt, don't worry. We will open up the platform after this class. We want to we close this so that we can control what happens there. So after this class now, we will open it up for you to drop your payment and it will be confirmed immediately. Have a wonderful night rest, everyone. Bye bye.
Bye bye.